Welcome to Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back to another episode of Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again. As always, my name is Taufik and this is your first time tuning in. Power Monday is ERA's original podcast where we bring in the best of the best in the industry to share their real life journeys, the strategies that kept them through and the best practices for success. So if you guys are looking for your weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, we're here for you every Monday 10 a.m. And you can also find us on 1ERA YouTube as well as 1ERA SG Spotify. So without further ado, our speaker today is a seasoned professional with an impressive 22-year track record in the real estate industry. Armed with a Bachelor in Social Science from the National University of Singapore, she has not only carved a niche as one of the top recruiters, but also consistently proven the power of clarity and intention in achieving remarkable results in her sales. And known for her belief in duplicating success and taking purposeful action, she's here to inspire us with her insights. So please welcome to the Power Monday studio, the one and only Nicole.
Hello. Hello everyone.
Okay, I hope my intro kind of
Okay.
The room is a bit cold, so I was trying to warm it up. Okay, so wow, Nicole, Bachelor in Social Science. How? How did the transition happen to real estate? Like, what was the backstory behind it?
Okay, so basically like anybody else in Singapore, we are being brought up the same way, very default way that study is the way to go.
Yeah.
So by default, I don't have a role model in the past that I see them being successful in different things. So just go through the whole education process. So when I get into uni and I was offered the honors year as well, so I took all the academic things I can do. So yeah, I specialized in economics at the time. So thinking of I'm actually tired of economics then already. I've been studying so many years. So I decided to do something different. And now I was in Singapore Land Authority for my first job actually.
Then how did it transition to real estate? Was it like something suddenly you picked interest or someone brought you in?
Not exactly. Actually, I always share with people that actually the first thing that made me start thinking is my increment during the first year. Yeah, it was a two-digit
Oh my God.
increment. And it started me thinking because I got so many things that I want to achieve in life. People who know me that I'm a car lover. So
Car lover?
Yes, and in Singapore to own a car is not that easy, especially for a new grad. Yeah. So I start counting my so-called possible saving. In a 5 years time, if I stay in where I am and with that kind of increment, what kind of situations will I be in? And I start to panic. I start to think finally. Yeah, and luckily this happened actually because I really took a change quite early in the stage of my career. So it's during the first year that I start thinking and I took actions mainly within about one year, 3 months. Then I transit into real estate and there's no turning back.
Wow. So we can say that you started real estate with a clarity in your intention of your goals, your achievements. So maybe because that's the topic that we're talking about now, what do you mean by clarity in one's intention? And in your own words, why is it important to achieve success?
I think everyone needs to know why you are working for.
Correct.
I think this is going to be a long period of time that you'll be spending your precious, times working, and what do you want to achieve after spending that kind of time every day. So I think a lot of people just follow the flow. We are being taught this way to just follow the system and get what you can get, you can achieve, during that kind of system, and not thinking out of the box and thinking more options for yourself. Until things happen. Sometimes things happen a bit late in your life, and then you realize that you should have take action a bit earlier. So I think being clear about what you want in life is important. Why ultimately after every year of working this way, what have you achieved? I think you have to be clear from beginning if you can. I didn't plan for it, but it happens, and I'm thankful that it happens early. So I'm clear that what I want to achieve can't be achieved in my job then, you see.
Yeah.
Then, and what I can do, what career can make this happen. Yeah, so being clear about what I want and I know that it cannot be achieved, then I take action quickly and then look into possible like career that can make this happen. Yeah, I think being clear with that is important so that you will spend every moment of your time properly towards your goal. Yeah.
So was that kind of mindset or concept, did it start with you ever since you started real estate industry, or did it take like a lot of time of assimilation into the industry, then you figure out your own clear intention?
I think, like I mentioned, the clear intention is that I was asking myself this question: why do I work for? Why do I study so hard and then get a decent job, and then what is all this for? I mean, technically, the practical is about income.
Correct.
And how this income can bring you the lifestyle, buy you the things that you are looking forward to.
That you want, yeah.
And then looking at the numbers that need that to happen, you can't achieve on a fixed pay job, unfortunately.
Oh my God.
I mean, not so soon. Maybe in 10, 20, 15 years, it can happen.
Longer period.
Yeah, and I don't want to look that way, that age in my sport car, that kind of thing. So
Okay.
if I can achieve earlier, why not, right?
Understand.
So I just want to spend my time correctly on the right things to do. So the clarity came in when I know what I want first. Then can it be achieved with what currently I'm doing?
Okay.
So that is the starting point. Then thereafter, to be honest, I don't set a goal because at that time, I don't know what I can achieve yet. I'm still very new in the career path, and I don't know what is the possibility in real estate at that time too. But I can only know that what is the time that I can put in, what kind of effort I can put in. So I can only control myself. That's always why I tell people, you can only control yourself. You can't control the world. You can't control the economy. You can't control, what happens around you.
surrounding you,
So you can only control yourself. So the only thing I can do the best for myself is to make good use of my time properly. When you say you want to work hard, are you really working hard? Are you really spending the correct hours on working?
The correct output, correct
Yes.
time. But like you
Yes.
spend too long hours, but if you keep doing the same thing, if it doesn't work, then
Or
it's
you're not doing
working.
anything. I mean, there are many people.
Technically,
Yes,
yeah.
in real estate, I've seen so many new agents. Right, they are not putting the time correctly on every day on work. I mean, they say that they have been working, but when you really ask them to break down their days, right, then you'll be very surprised that there's probably only like 1 or 2 hours every day that they are doing work, but they think that they are working. Yeah, but if you work for people, you know that at least 8 hours, right? You'll be like, giving your time to the company that pay you the salary. But why when you are in your own career, you only put 1 or 2 hours or max 3 hours, per day, and then you expect good thing to happen. I mean, that is not logical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people just like, they just feel, I mean, I think they are doing to comfort themselves that I'm working.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Yeah, maybe like the industry for the newer agents is like too scary, so they want to psych themselves that they are doing good.
Something like that.
But I think as a salesperson, when you run your own business, right, technically, right, I think you need to be more self-critical about your time management and the work that you put into lah. So in your 22 years of experience, how does having clear intentions influence your decision making and your goal achievement?
Okay. Simple example that I wanted to do my best in this career, right? Since I have made that big switch during that time, I'm telling myself that I need to make sure that I don't regret not doing more.
Oh,
That was a target set for myself, not about like achieving how much at the time, but it's more on how can I spend my day properly so that when I look back, my everyday, right, I don't feel that I should have done better.
yes.
I should put in more. Yeah, so there's no regrets. It's about being no regrets on how I spend my everyday towards this career, and then I'm okay with whatever result at the end of the day. Actually, so just don't want to feel like slapping myself, not doing more. Yeah, so that was my daily clarity on I don't want to waste my time. Yeah, I don't want to spend the time wrongly. During like first few months of my career, I rejected all like leisure activities with friends because it's not easy, but there's some sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Today, if you are running a traditional business, you pay rental, you need to open your shops, right? The longest hours so that you get back the most benefit of it. So, but because of real estate, the investment is considered low for a business. So people don't see that they are wasting their time every day by not so-called open their shops.
Understand. Yeah. So other than for someone to identify their own intention in their career or their goals, what other strategies that you have adopted to achieve the success that you have thus far?
I think what I realized later on is really to duplicate success that people have already done. Like, don't doubt people, especially the achiever, already using the similar methods to achieve their success. Don't doubt those methods. I think just don't ask too much question, duplicate what people have done correctly, and then just do it first. Because a lot of people will be always like strategizing, planning, and so forth, then choosing things that they want to do as well. So I think it's not about choosing what you like to do. If you want to be successful in a particular business, right, do what the successful people have already done. I think that is the fastest way towards success.
So it's like trusting the process also lah.
Yeah.
Then along the way you figure out your own whether it works for you, then you tweak it.
Yes.
Wow.
Either you make changes to make that things works for you, or you probably do more on what works for you during your process of trying different things. Yeah, but you need to try everything that people have already done. Those people, successful people, have already done. Yeah, so I always tell people, I say, duplicate success. Already see success formula already. Why don't you just do it first? Not going to form a new formulas yourself, thinking that will works better. Traditionally, this has, like, the simple things that we do is like door knocking, hyping, flyers, all this, like the normal things, right? That people keep thinking that, I want to do something else. But these are the things that still works, in today's business. So why are you trying to deviate from it? Just do this thing good first, and then you can add on more, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So for the past year that I've been here, so I've been here only 1 year. Yeah? We've been working together for your rental mastery training, right? So from that transition from social science and into starting to real estate industry very new, at which point did you felt like you are ready to take the next step, which is empowering other agents as well in terms of training?
Well, I think the educating people part in me, right, has been always there since before even I start my real estate career.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, when I'm doing my studies, I actually do like part-time relief teaching. I do tuitions and things like that. I like educations, and I think that it's very meaningful to being part of making a difference to someone's success. I'm part of it and so forth. So this part of me is always there actually, and if you ask me, it's always been there. So whenever when I felt that I start to have able to settle down on my own sales, it's the first moment I actually volunteer myself to the company and say that I am happy to teach if there is an opportunity to share, and I just want to also level up our company's standard on how we work and so forth.
Understand. Yeah. So that throughout your career can be considered as an adjustment. Like you see when an adjustment is needed in your career aspirations in the real estate industry, then that's where you start to transition into empowering others in training. So what steps do you take to make those kind of changes or adjustment throughout your career? Like, do you after every year or every other year you sit back and then you talk to yourself like, this is what I want? Like, I don't know, your ritual?
No, I'm quite intuitive. Sometimes it's like I always tell people that I am someone who, when I have time, I will find things to do. So I'm that kind of people. Like, I don't want to waste my time. I always wait, because it's very precious time that we have.
Correct.
So whenever I'm free, I'm like, hey, something is not right.
Wow, that's a very good mindset.
Yeah, I will find things to do.
Wow.
In Chinese, they call it like 没事找事做. It's like I find things to do when I have nothing to do. So that's how I make my days very fulfilled and very packed. And
that should be the way. But how do you find that drive? Because for me, oh my god, it's like totally a hit in the gut. I was like, nothing to do, I sleep lor. Or I go down, I buy food lor. That's why I'm like this guys. But how do you find that drive to always be on your feet and always doing stuff?
Maybe I felt that this everything is about momentum. Just like I used to be a long distance runner.
Oh.
So it's about how do we last a longer distance? It's really about keeping yourself still doing it. You don't stop. Once you stop, right, you start running again. It feels very tired.
Consistency, momentum.
Yes,
That's
consistency very important. Building up, especially business is building up. So I don't want myself to be in that state of like I stop and then I get started, I get, it's all over again kind of feeling. So I think it's the negative part of like stopping and starting your engine again that I prefer not to go back there. I rather do you do lesser but you don't stop doing.
So
If
that's
you want
where
a
the
break.
break lah. That's the break lah. Do
Yeah.
lesser but don't stop doing.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I find it harder, I don't know about you, but I find it very hard when you completely take that kind of break, right? Then when you come back, right? I mean, I'm still a human, right? When you come back, right? It's like, wow, it's like a struggle. It's the kind of like
Like you get
momentum.
rusty, then you have to like relearn.
Yeah. I prefer not
find your
to.
footing.
There's pros and cons on both, lah. But I find it's easier for myself at least. Yeah.
I think there are more cons. I think me being a good example, more cons law. Wow. Okay, I don't know. I think I need to rewatch all the Power Monday episodes. I need to preach. Oh, okay.
Everyone works differently, lah. I believe that there are people who can do the other way easy too.
Yeah.
But I prefer not to stop, lah, because I always believe that businesses, all these things are like accumulation, is a building out. Once you stop doing it, then you want to find the fuel again, right? That up to that momentum again. It's not going to be that quick immediately, you see. So I don't want to lose it. So I continue making sure that there's a minimum effort to the whole progress.
Understand. Maybe is it because you took social science, that's why you have a better perspective in life? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. What we study in school is not
different.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with not exactly to do. It's more probably to hone your analytical skill, how you look at things. I think that is the general thing that I felt that I achieved through educations. But other than that, you don't really use too much, except for graph. I mean, economics, right?
Yeah.
So it works that to look at graph easier.
Oh, okay.
Because for our
Everything
business,
makes sense now.
we look at graph, we showcase how the trend is like and so forth. This thing works. But other than that, honestly, a lot of them are really just to hone our skill on analyzing things. Yeah, so it's a soft skill part. Yeah.
Throughout your career, have you ever felt, because since we're talking about clearing one attention, have you ever felt throughout your career that you kind of like, hey, why am I doing this?
No leh.
Wow, really?
No leh, I'm clear.
Oh,
I know what I'm doing and I'm very happy with what I'm
Oh
doing.
my God, I think I need psychology.
I know one of the sessions that one of the guests has shared is about passion.
Yeah.
So I totally agree, because it's about hacking yourself, right? If you don't like certain things, but I feel that you should find reasons to like it. Hacking yourself and make sure you like what you're doing, and every effort is much lesser. And you will find joy also at the end of the results like you achieve. People trust you, people feel thankful, for your help and so forth. All these things become the power energy, right, for you to move longer and consistently.
Yeah.
So we need to, I feel that it's possible to hack yourself sometimes to make things happen.
So like you every time you feel like you lost yourself, then you just find another angle, like why you ask yourself back, why do you do this, why do you love this, and then you try to work through it.
I think naturally I have passion for like educating, right, and coaching, and I have that feelings when I deal with client as well, because client need to be educated as well. So they through your guide, right, they make some decision and so forth.
Yeah.
So I feel fulfillment in that manner. And then when it comes to like coaching my team and of course the company's agents and so forth, I also get that kind of like rewards, in returns of the feelings that I have done my best to guide them as well. So I think naturally this is part of me already. So I personally I'm blessed that I'm not too taking too much effort to get that kind of fulfillments. But other than that, I don't think I felt too much lost moment in my career. Like I say, this is something that I like to do, and I constantly find familiar in doing that. I'm just saying that maybe for people who don't have as much passion as myself, you can hack yourself to have more passion by looking at how at the end result, like what are you happy about? I mean, it's money, yes, of course, but I think there are more than money sometimes that make us happy, about what we are doing.
Yeah.
Like
Motivation
why, yeah,
also.
people like you, people trust you, people refer people to you. This is something that you should feel proud about yourself because you did a lot of things right
Yeah.
in order to get that kind of like response from people, right? So find this kind of fulfillments, and I think that these are energy that you can have to continue, what you're doing.
Yeah. And it's difficult to keep on building that kind of relationship with your clients, and then so it's very important to you. Celebrate small wins.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's very important.
Yeah.
Like small changes in yourself is important as well. So I always tell people that I met that if you don't make any changes, you'll get very similar result. I think it is very good that it didn't deteriorate if you're doing the same thing and then you still get same result is good, because a lot of time the market is moving, everything is moving. You probably just get worse result, if you keep doing the same thing. So we always need to like learn new things and make changes, adjust yourself so that you keep up with the market changes and everything. Yeah, and only when you make changes then you will see different results actually. Yeah, so it's important to be aware of like what is the difference between yourself and what other people is doing.
Yeah.
And then make necessary small steps changes. I think it's difficult to change your character straight away, but I always tell people that small steps is important. Baby steps is like like you say small win.
Yeah.
That you can feel that you can see yourself taking that small steps, and that's great. That you just keep doing small steps, and then finally it become like a habit. Then it become part of your new version,
Yeah.
of yourself.
Also, these kind of obstacles, challenges, and everything. Sometimes I realize from not the guests here lah, but from my personal life, my friends I've been talking to, it's the way they look at these challenges that kind of decide. Like let them know whether it's a negative or positive influence in your life, right? Sometimes when you face with a certain challenge, and then if your intention is to overcome it is on a negative note, then you will end up on deeper hole. Yeah. So how does maybe you want to talk about if you have any experience basing your intention on certain challenges?
No, I think just before we go into that, right? I feel one more things that people can do is to surround yourself with the positive people. It's very important because if you are on your own, right, you always make certain decisions that way.
Yeah.
You see,
you emotional and don't want to like.
Yeah,
be
you
the middleman.
you have been spending the most time with yourself, and you have always been making a certain decision that way. If you are negative, you continue like thinking negatively, and then you choose the negative way of like respond to things, right? So I think it's important to spot who are the positive people around you, who are the talk to people who have made changes before.
Yeah.
Talk to people who already at a certain stage that you like to be at, and then get that kind of like a positive influence from them, get advice from them, take that advice seriously, and then make that changes, stop making the same decision again, that kind of thing.
Correct.
So when you start to be around people who is like this, then you will become more like them. I think this is something that again is a small hack in yourself. Yeah. Stop being on your own, or stop being in the circles that have made yourself where you are already. If you are still not happy with where you are, then you have to make that changes already, environmental changes.
Yeah, sometimes because they are, I feel like the people that they choose to speak to are the people they are comfortable with, and then what happens is when they're too comfortable with that person, they already expect a certain answer they don't want to hear. Then so like if you, I'm not saying that you don't talk to your best friends lah, but if you talk to your best friends, most best friends they want to coddle you, then they want to say everything is fine when sometimes it's not. So I think you need to not be afraid to talk to someone that will give you the hard truth. And then as long as it keeps you changing your ways into a better, I think it's very important lah.
Actually, all the things that you don't like to hear, maybe the most important things to
Correct.
hear
Correct.
and to
Maybe
accept.
not at that point of time. Maybe if you hear that, then you're so angry. But then when you actually, go to the future, then when you look back, then you're like, oh yeah, I wish I've known that earlier.
I always tell people around me that I'm someone who don't I'm quite direct in terms
No
of my
filter.
comment and my suggestions. So a lot of time I tell them in advance that don't take me on the wrong notes, because if I dare to tell you the truth, is because I really care.
Correct.
I just want you to know, because I don't want people don't like to tell people the negative things because they don't want to be disliked, and things like that.
And nobody does that for fun.
Yeah. Why do I want to say something?
Wake up one day, I want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It's not about hurting your feelings. It's really to let you know the truth and how to understand first and to accept that this is something that happening, and
Correct.
and do you want to make changes? I mean, I'm fine with everybody's decisions, what they want to do after they know that this is a problem for them. They can choose to continue the problem. I mean, that is their rights.
Yeah.
But I think not knowing it is always I feel we shouldn't be not knowing our problem.
Correct.
You want to continue that problem, fair enough. You know it, and then you know what you brings you, right? Then fine. But not knowing it is always, I think the blind spot is always the problem, the most problem I see in people. They don't even know.
Yeah.
Then how do they make changes,
Yeah.
right? So at least as a mentor or someone who cares about people around me, right, I prefer to tell them the truth lah. Yeah, but they need to be able to take it because it's nothing good. But at the same time, right, I tell them, I say, I'm also ready to take feedbacks. I mean, if I can tell people this way, I also appreciate people telling me the truth. I mean, I'm not perfect, right? So give me feedback whenever I can. I mean, you all can. I also wanted to listen to it. And of course, like I say, it's my decision to see whether I want to make changes or not at the end of the day. But I think I want to know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, great. Okay, then with all that we've just said, what other advice would you give to someone who wish to achieve consistency in results?
I think, like I mentioned, like what you do first, because that will make sure that it's easier for you to repeat certain things every day.
Yeah.
I don't look at result first. I look at what I do during the process to get that result. I mean, like I say, if you want to be a top achiever, people do prospecting. And what kind of prospecting methods I'm talking about? If you can name 5 of them, right, are you doing all 5, or are you choosing only a couple of them out of the 5 or 10? So to me, it's like, if you know there is 5 methods out there, right, I would do all 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then again, I always tell them, like, if there are 2 persons who choose 5 also to do, but why is one person more successful than the other one sometimes? Then the next thing I notice is the speed. The speed of doing it. How long you get that 5 tasks done.
Correct.
Compared to the other person. You can take 1 month, the person take 1 week. Who will win? Yeah. So are you playing the games the best way you can? So ask yourself, what is your resources? If you're telling me that you have families to take care of, I understand. So what is the time that you can get out of your, for your own career?
Correct.
Can you maximize it? Can you make sure that if you have 7 hours every day, people have 12 hours, you are lesser, but can you probably can still do more.
Correct.
The person who have 12 hours may not do as much as you can do during the 7 hours,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many people who don't know how to spend that 12 hours, even though they have a lot of time resources.
Yeah.
But even you have 7, I got people who is doing part-time, they can do better than the full-timer. Why? Because they know how to make quality use of the time.
Correct.
Yeah. So you ask me, first of all, get yourself like the work that you're going to do. At least like the end result that you know that it will brings you.
Yeah.
So but best is you really like what you're doing. Don't find it a chore. Then repeat it at the speediest way you can. That means the fastest way you can to complete this task, and repeat it every day. Don't focus on result yet, because building a business is not like a day that you can see a result. It's really like, you don't know when it will happen, but it will happen.
Yeah.
But you keep looking at when I'm going to close my case, right? You're going to waste time. Yeah. And you're going to start to make yourself feel the anxiety and everything.
Yeah.
And then you just slow down. Yeah. Just run every day. Just run the distance that you set yourself to.
Correct.
Yeah. Run faster. Then you can cover a longer distance than other people. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Like, don't stop to look back. Like,
Yes.
you know, when you finish one thing, you don't check your results first, but
Yeah.
because it will take more time.
Yeah.
Then a lot of emotions.
You don't
will come.
keep checking, yes.
Yeah, you don't
You will
keep,
slow
then
down.
it will affect your momentum, your
Correct.
emotions.
Yes.
It's like losing weight.
Just look at, yeah.
You know,
Then
like
you don't-
like you go gym one week, then you step on the scale.
Then you expect it to
Then
see
you
like 5
expect
kg
to
different,
drop
no,
1
right?
kg. Then
No.
you like, what the hell? Why is the scale? Then you blame the scale. Then you blame the weather. Then you blame the room temperature.
Yeah.
And after that you, never mind, I start next week. Then everything all
Restart again.
restart again.
Yes.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
Ayo. Pain lah. Okay, Nicole. Before we end off, do you have any final words to our teammates? Anything at all?
I think the new year is here, so look back. I think it's about reviewing yourself, what you probably didn't do, or sometimes I just feel that okay, if you have done well, look at what you have done well, which portion you have done well. Again, duplicate success. Repeat what you have done well 10 times. Then you will see better results then, right?
Yep.
Then also look at if you didn't do well, and then look at why people surrounding you, right? Who are the one who done well?
Yeah.
What is the gap between you and the person? Yeah, and then ask yourself why you didn't able to do the task that the person had done.
Yeah.
If you can this year, the new year, please do it. And then I'm pretty sure that you will see changes if you have done these two parts properly.
Yeah. And it's not too late to start, okay?
It's not.
It's not too late. Doesn't mean you already halfway of the year, then you
Yeah.
start 2026. No. You start tomorrow, okay?
Yeah. You start the moment you realize something is wrong.
Yeah, you start the moment. Don't wait until new clean
Yeah.
state. New
Yeah.
clean state lah, new chapter, new page lah, bullshit. No,
Yeah.
you start tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, Nicole, thank you so much for joining me here today, and thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Power Monday. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to continue to follow us on Spotify, like, share, and comment on our YouTube. We love to read them. Until next time, keep pushing forward, stay empowered as we continue to rise by raising others, and remember, your Mondays will never have to be blue again. This has been Taufik and Nicole. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Power Monday, where your Mondays will never be blue again.